No mud, no lotus, said world-renowned spiritual teacher Thich Nhat Hanh in his book of the same name. He suggested we acknowledge and rise above our suffering just the way a lotus emerges from the soil. Egyptian mythology, the Buddha, Bhagavad Gita, many Indian goddesses and gods like Ma Lakshmi, Saraswati, Lord Brahma. The lotus has been associated with so many different religious, cultural, and spiritual aspects. Today, we have with us none other than the pioneer of Indian flower remedies, who will share with us the remarkable, effective healing properties of the mystical flower lotus. Dr. Rupa Shah is an author, educator, public speaker, creator of Ahimsa Festival, one of the biggest events in India promoting veganism and cruelty-free living. She is an MBBS doctor, and her wondrous experiences dealing with ailments led her to discover powerful healing with gentle flowers. Her message is to heal is to love. And with deep joy, I, Shilpa Mulimani, your host, welcome Dr. Rupa Shah to share with us about the amazing lotus flower on where else? The Mystic Lotus Awesome Healthier Bee Summit. Welcome, Doctor.
Thank you very much, Shilpa, for that very nice introduction. Uh, Gratitude to Mystic Lotus team for creating this platform. It's really beautiful and most needed at this time.
Absolutely. And thank you, Doctor, for being here and for bringing this beautiful topic. We have been hearing Mystic Lotus, Lotus, but what about Lotus? We are going to know all of that today. And I want to quickly tell everybody we have a lot in store today. We are going to understand what are flower remedies. We are going to understand how lotus as a flower can help us not just with our health. It has some really surprising, remarkable uses. And of course, reminder everyone, we are going to start the call now. But now is your time to go take a minute, get that water, get a transparent bottle of water today. Dr. Shah is actually going to charge our water, and that water is going to be able to have healing properties for the coming 1 week. I have experienced this. I have an amazing story to share, and let me tell you, Dr. Rupa Shah has many, many more amazing stories to share with us. So, lots coming up today, and let's get going, Doctor, straight away. I want to ask you that from being an MBBS doctor, you are spreading love and healing with flowers now, and you merge so many different things. So, how do you do that, doctor? And how did that happen with you?
So let me start with one little Sanskrit prayer. It says, Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Namo Namah. Okay. So this is a prayer to the goddess, which is there as Shakti in everything that is there. And we honor this Shakti or the energy also in the flowers. On this platform, today I'm going to talk about lotus flowers, but let me share my journey. Of course, I think I gave my 10th standard exam and someone asked me, what you want to become? So I said, I want to become doctor. I didn't even know like what it was. I had no clue. But that young you are and, someone tells you it's doctor, engineer, lawyer, some standard answers. So I just said doctor. And then I did go for 12th standard exam, scored very good marks, and landed up in a medical college with proper, like, MBBS degree. But halfway through, I started having some spiritual awakening, inspiration for meditation, just thinking beyond just the material world. That was my inner journey. And somewhere, just when I finished my exams, I got my degree, I started exploring other systems of medicine right away. I traveled to some countries, I met many masters, I studied Ayurveda, Ayurvedic then I learned about all these other systems, homeopathic remedies. Uh, Shilpa, my voice is cutting or breaking or anything is happening, just let me know.
Sure, doctor, I will.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So that's when I observed using some of the flower remedies. The first box I got from England, it was Bach flower remedy. And initially, we treated one case of stammering. And this man was 30-year-old. He was stammering quite a lot. And when he is tired, he would stammer a lot more. And it was very embarrassing situation for him. And we observed that fear of unknown, lack of confidence, and impatient nature. The mind is thinking faster than the speaking. So these three different flower remedies, large, mimulus, and impatient, we just gave it to him. And within 2 months, his stammering was completely gone. And he was like 30. For him, it was deeply transformative. And it's been that many years, like that he's completely well. And I was overwhelmed that we are not taught this in medical college. What is this about flower remedies? Then I came to know flower remedies from many other parts of the world: California, Canada, Australia. I was very overwhelmed. I came across all these different flowers. I started using them. They were very simple, very gentle, very easy to heal. And then getting such good results, we thought, oh, what about Indian flowers? We also have so many flowers. It's not limited to Bach flowers or say California or Canada. We also have our own flowers. What about them? So we then initially started looking around, going to the various forests, experimenting with various Indian flower remedies. And that's where we made lots of different flower remedies: ashok, hibiscus, neem, and then lotus. Lotus was one of them. And each of these process of making flower remedy was very unique. And at some point, we realized that we don't want to cut any flowers or give them any shock, because they are giving us their energy in the water. While we pray to the Dev or the deities who are looking after, the nature spirits who are co-creating in this process, we didn't want to cut them anymore. We just prayed them to give us their healing power in the water and just take that water as remedy. The most fascinating thing about the flower remedy is that there are no chemicals. They are totally energy based. And our body will only take if we need it. If we don't need it, we don't take it. So there's no aggravation, there's no chemical, there's no question of overcorrecting. Only the right one comes, the magic happens. So then we never stopped. One day you just get good results, you never forget those stories. A few years later, we had gone to Australia in 1992 for an international conference on flower remedies. And we spoke about Indian flower remedies over there. And there was a talk on lotus, just one talk, which was like 70-minute long. And just I presented all aspects of lotus and how in India we use it. And they were overwhelmed that these Indians can speak on one flower for 70 minutes. And there's so much more about it. So we also had a table over there, and we had lots of flower remedies that just got sold out. And of course, we returned home. I haven't been to Australia again ever, but about 10 years later, somebody contacted us from Pune saying that someone wants to meet you from Australia. I said, who? We are very much here in Mumbai. This is our address. So he came, he checked us out, and he sent the message back to Australia saying, yes, you please go and meet these people. And then the lady flew all the way from Australia with a very fascinating story. Her daughter is a horse communicator. She would communicate with horses. And she said there was one horse who was very sick, almost about to die. And she was in this household. And the horse communicated one thing, saying that the remedy for me is lying in this household. And he named the remedy. And she asked the owner, is there a remedy like Lotus? They said, yeah, we have one old bottle lying, we purchased from the conference. So the remedy was brought in. The label was half torn, though it was 10-year-old. The remedy was still intact, perfect. The
Wow.
horse was given this remedy, and horse recovered completely. And so this mother was into flower remedies. She was very fascinated. And so she didn't know about Indian flowers. So she wanted to meet who are the people and why, what is so special about it. This one bottle, the horse recovered, everything was. So I have such fascinating stories from across the world of people using it not just only for human beings, but also for animals and also for the plant kingdom. Every such story reaffirms the power of flowers. So for me, it is a holistic approach as a medical doctor. Mind, emotions, and body are one unit, and we want to treat all of it together. There is no separation between what happens in your body and what goes on in your mind. It's always actually one thing. We label it as separate. So that anger goes to liver, or fear goes to kidney, or your sadness is stored in your lungs. It's all true. And every story, every experience is recorded by every cell of your body and the field as well, your energy. You may not remember, but your body remembers. And the flower remedies work on all these different parts. Each flower has a message, has a thought, has an emotion. It's a very particular universe. It's all sorted. It's like, what is the gun, we say? What is the particular quality of
Mm.
this flower? It's all sorted. There's no confusion. Uh, hibiscus knows how to be hibiscus, and a lotus knows how to be lotus, and celebrate being here.
Beautiful, doctor. We can just go on and on listening to this. And I know there are so many stories coming up. Like, I have heard them. I want to hear them again, doctor. And a lot of people have just joined, and we want to tell you all that we are speaking about flower remedies, about lotus flower, and we have some interesting stuff coming up today. And Dr. Nishi says your story is amazing, and Rupali says it's truly a wonder story. So, everyone, there are some really amazing stories. Like Doctor just shared about the horse, but she has been able to successfully work with kids with autism and during the COVID times. Really amazing stories. Doctor, I'll not take much more time. You have a really fantastic presentation created for us. Let's share that with everybody and you take us through this beautiful journey of flower remedies. So while I share my screen with the presentation, obviously the first question will be what exactly, doctor, are the flower remedies? And you mentioned earlier in the call that Bach flowers, you tried them, and the practice that you follow involves no cutting or harming of flowers. So do take us through the flower remedies journey, and then we will move on to the lotus flower.
Sure. So, When people hear about flowers, they think it's perfume or essence, or there must be some fragrance, some good smell, and maybe some kind of an elixir or extract. So I wanted to specify for all those who are never heard about any flower remedies, to them, I would particularly like to say what the flower remedies are. Internationally, they use the word flower essences, or we can also call them as flower essence remedies. But I will be repeating again and again that there is no perfume. There are so many flowers that has no perfume, fragrance, or essence in it, but they can be made into a flower remedy, because all that we are doing is taking the healing energy of the flower in the water. You can also call it as etheric energy, and you can also call it as like biophotons, which are discharged by every living entity, and that is absorbed by water. Water has memory, water remembers, water changes its own form, and that water becomes the flower remedy. So there is a research done in Germany and in Japan, which clearly shows that water remembers what it came in contact with, and you can actually find out what was the flower that was put in it through the water droplet technology. So this is something that is very separate. We can discuss some other time, but there is a way. But most important thing is that flower is having a message, and that message is captured by water. And now we call them as liquid energy, or the etheric energy of the flower, or I would say the very essence of the flower is in the water. Once again, the flowers are not crushed. We, as far as possible, don't want to cut any flowers. There is a particular glass instrument that we have developed. We just pour water from the top and collect it below and let water absorb the healing energy. There is no material extraction. There are no chemicals. Water remains water, but it has now the memory or the message or the energy of the flower. You will not get any fragrance. And as I said, there is no question of any allergies because you aren't interacting with chemicals over here. In fact, if somebody is actually allergic to a particular flower, the flower remedy is likely to heal that person. It's quite opposite. If you are allergic to, say, jasmine, then we actually give the flower remedy, which is made from jasmine, which has the message to heal you. It's quite opposite. Now, the flowers, depending on, if they are small flowers, we take many. If they are big flowers, we just take a few. It's a very complex process of making the flower remedy, but once it is made, you can store it and keep it for many years. So the flower remedy bottle looks like this. You can see in the picture, it's a glass bottle. I also have it right over here with me. If you want to see, I can show it to you. I hope it's clear,
Yes,
everybody.
doctor, it is.
Yeah. And this is how it is taken orally in the form of drops. You can also apply locally, but this is the standardization of the flower remedy. Now, why it is so beautiful? I have studied so many different systems of healing. I found flowers are the gentle, most gentle, absolutely no side effects. I can give it to newborn baby. I can give it to a pregnant woman. I can give it to very sick patients also. They're very gentle. There is no aggravation. There is no overwhelming the system. They're very gentle. If you are taking already other therapies like allopathic medicine or homeopathy or say biochemic drugs or acupuncture, any other system, you can continue doing what you do. You add on. Flower remedies are complementary. They are friends with everybody. So you just add on, that adds the benefits. And gradually I help my patients to reduce all other medications. Finally, you don't even need flower remedies. I'll explain you why you don't even need flower remedies, because every flower remedy is like a program. a proper thought and emotion message, a program. Once it is installed in your body, it's permanent. It remains with you forever. You don't need to keep taking them again and again. It doesn't create any dependency. It's just like something becomes a part of you. The flowers become part of you. We are the microcosm of the macrocosm. And if something is missing in the microcosm, that's my body. I can look into the universe, look various flowers, which flower has confidence program, which flower has something to help me with my depression. You just take that remedy, the situation is completely reversed. You don't need to take it anymore because the flowers become the part of you. Very safe. Again, as I said, for animals, I already gave you the story. In fact, the pet animals respond faster because they don't have complicated mind like us. They're very transparent. Within few days, you see great results in them. And then I have, because I'm an allopathic doctor, and it has been a 37 years journey now, I have had opportunity to treat all kinds of patients, all kinds, any diagnosis. I would say cold to cancer, allergies, autoimmune disorders, cancers, tumors, or PCOS, all kinds of patients. So as they came in, I just added flower remedies and gradually help them, become healthy, stop all the other supports, gradually even become independent. So the flower remedies can be used not necessarily only for mind and emotions, but gross physical conditions also. As I said, there's no separation. It's just we who separate. They are actually just one unit. So incredible stories I have, and I would love to share them with you.
Please do, Doctor. I do have a question ready. I would like to ask that, but Doctor, we would love to hear one or two stories. And I want to invite everybody that Doctor has introduced us to flower remedies, and we are going to move on to Lotus. So, in between that, if you have any questions till now, please ask. We will take those up. Till then, Doctor, please tell us your most memorable, most interesting story which you would like us to know.
Sure. So, like many years ago, there was a gentleman in some city of Maharashtra. Actually, it's not city, small town, was regularly ordering Lotus Flower Remedy. And we were wondering why, very consistently, he kept on, ordering it month after month. And we were really wondering, we never met him. So finally, he came to meet us once. His son was staying in Thane. And so he specially made a trip to come and visit us. And I said, what are you using it for? Who prescribed it to you? What is the thing? It was a very interesting story that he was suffering from chronic pancreatitis and almost dying. And at that time, somebody just said that there's a doctor in Mumbai who makes Lotus Flower Remedy. Why don't you order that and try it out? And they just ordered because there was no hope left. He started taking them and he was discharged from the hospital. And then it remained very deep in his mind that I must take this remedy to remain well. So he kept taking it for many years. And then he came to meet us to share the story. And I think that was maybe 20 years ago. And then so he wrote a beautiful letter saying that. And after that, he has even stopped now. And I have actually lost contact with him. But these impressions are very powerful, that a single flower remedy can rescue somebody that I have never met. And just because on such a platform, wherever I must have spoken about the lotus flower, thought worth trying, no harm, just try and give. And this is what happened. And there's a group in another city in Gujarat. They consistently keep ordering lotus flower remedy in like lots of quantity. So I was wondering, आप क्या करते हैं इससे? What do you do with so many bottles of lotus every month? So we are a group of meditators and we meditate. I said, yeah. And they said, we use lotus very regularly just before meditation. When the session begins, all of us take a few drops of lotus by mouth, and then we apply here on the chakra point, and then we sit and meditate. And for years and years, like the group was doing this. very fascinating, very beautiful experiences. They said that lotus flower helps them to go into deeper states of consciousness very quickly. And you just have a very deep, calm, meditation where you really become that who you are.
Fascinating, doctor. From pancreatitis,
It is.
sorry, I'm so sorry about that, to meditators meditating. I mean, there are such varied uses, and there are many more coming up. This is really fascinating, doctor. And the questions have started coming in. Parul has asked that how does one come to know that which flower remedy is to be used?
Correct. So I'm a medical doctor. I've spent 37 years. There are about 2,000 different flower remedies from all over the world, which are in various stages of research, and very many encyclopedias are already published. And each of these different flower remedies, the healing properties are described. There's a proper method of knowing it, which flower will be good for what. So we call it as doctrine of signature. We study the character of that plant. If I make a flower remedy from a flower that is growing in desert area with very little water, and yet a beautiful flower comes out, then this plant knows how to survive with strong sun, very little water, and hardships of life. When we make a flower remedy from this flower, it will help people who are going through tremendous amount of struggles in life and need inner courage, strength to survive. Or say there is a flower which is growing in water. So then we will help for the diseases where the excess of water needs balance. Or right now it's the summertime, I will look for flowers which are going in the summertime. These flowers know how to survive the heat and the sunshine. So if I want to make a remedy to protect myself from sunstroke, I will look what nature is providing. Nature is intelligence. All this is nothing but transferring the nature's intelligence into our own body through flowers.
Beautiful.
Earlier, people used to meditate on flowers. I know many people even now do. And mother in Pondicherry, Mother Meera meditated on more than 800 flowers, and she gave them spiritual names because she just meditated. She became one with the flower and asked, "What is your message?" And then she wrote it down. So, ideally, we all should be doing this, living in the company of nature and not in the company of gadgets and artificial surroundings. But since we need to introduce this energy of the flower. The flowers are like souls of the plant. From there, the new birth happens, recreation. It's the soul of the plant. And when I take the remedy, it is addressing the soul in me. So if you take herbal remedies, they work on the physical level. Allopathic remedies, a lot of physical stuff, a little bit of mind. You take homeopathic, it works maybe mind and emotions. But when you take flower remedies, you are helping your soul directly because the soul message of the flower and the soul message in you together. So it goes all the way there. So I tell people with the flower remedies, you can rewrite your past. You can rewrite your future. You can rewrite your present just by taking in this beautiful energy and reorganizing yourself.
Sounds good, Doctor. In fact, I want to thank Parul for asking this question. You very beautifully were able to explain, Doctor, that how flower remedies actually work. So basically, it is about imbibing the flower's energy into us, becoming one with the flower, and because of those properties of flower, we also get those properties, and then we heal. Have I understood that right?
Absolutely. We are nature. We are not
Yeah.
separate. So that's it. We are made up of the same five elements as nature is. So if something is missing, you just go out, look, and take it. It's all available in abundance.
Absolutely, doctor. And there are some questions that have come in, doctor, and people have actually mentioned some conditions, and I'm going to read them out to you. And can you tell us what you have to say about all of these medical conditions? So, Nikita has asked about autoimmune thyroid Hashimoto's ailment, and Maggie has asked that is there any remedy for diabetes and nerve damage? And there is some severe nerve damage that has been uh, mentioned. And Meena has asked about retention of water in full body and weight loss. So, everybody, we will move on into the call and take some of you live on demonstration, and Dr. Shah will give you some insights. For now, Doctor, what do you have to say to all these kind of serious ailments we all have with us or in our families, you know?
I mean, absolutely true. I'm a doctor myself, and we label them, all these diseases, we label them, very complicated names also. So, for example, let's just take arthritis, right? So, arthritis of the joints become rigid, stiff. So, our perception is like this, that the stiffness in the mind will be stiffness in the body. So I will not only just look at the joint with inflammation or degeneration or having, difficulty, pain, shouting for help. I'll say, okay, also let's look at the person. What's your story? Do you have such story of not being supported in life, having something, fear of the unknown? I study all this. I'm looking at the person, what's there in the mind and what's in the body. And when we select out the remedies for the mind and emotions, the body organs automatically respond. Within minutes, I've seen sometimes you take a dose, within few minutes, the person feels some change. So every disease, I link it up like that. Every disease, I have a profile. I do spend some time with the patient. The disease does not come just like that. We are not victims. We are part of the story. It's a transparent body, transparent mind and emotions. Everything happens for a reason. Body does not lie. Your disease does not lie. And honestly, your disease is not something that you must attack, overcome, become strong. No, it's your friend. Welcome. What can I learn from you? For my whatever conditions I had in my life, I just learned from it and I overcame. I did not fight. I said, okay, let's just find out why are you here? Where can I learn? The flower remedies are helping us to learn these lessons. Every disease comes here for us to learn a lesson. Unless we learn the lesson, the disease does not go away. When you take a painkiller, you're going to further damage your joint. You're not learning the lesson. I believe in learning and transcending. Every disease, every condition that comes, I ask, where can I learn? What can I learn? When you learn, then it has no reason to be. It will go. And this is how I overcame. You don't fight depression. You don't fight anxiety. You don't fight panic attacks. You don't fight any of this. You don't fight cancer. You don't. You just say, all right, I'm not afraid. Please guide me. So this is how I help all my patients. There are patients who may want to just die, actually. They just say, I'm done with life and I want to go. So I'm in between the two worlds and I don't know what to do. I have all these things, my commitments, my anxieties, my family, but I want to go. I'm done. So we quietly sit, pray and say, right, not a problem. Let's make your transition peaceful and beautiful. Because I don't see death as an end. It's only again passing on, going, and learning continues. So flower remedies are so beautiful to even assist this transition time. You're not fighting death. You're just being friend with the death. You're making death beautiful. Celebrate. So I've had patients who would just cry. I give them a hug. I said, you want to go? Say, yeah, I'm okay. I said, fine, let's just work on it. I'll help you there as well. I'll hold your hand. I'll make it so beautiful, so peaceful, and peaceful for all around you, also your family, to release you. So there's so many different ways you can help a patient.
Lovely, doctor. And I can't think of a better person than you who merges allopathy, the known medicinal aspects, and then to this spiritual, emotional healing. You merge both of them, and then there can be no non believers. In fact, doctor, there are some testimonials already coming in for you. We have Jyotsna on the group, and she has texted that I had met Dr. Rupa Shah at a conference in Pune, and I knew the work she's doing. I recommended her flower remedies to a lady in Pune suffering from PCOS, and within a few months, she was transformed. And Parul says this approach towards illness is very different and really awesome. I agree with you, Parul. And Doctor, I want to tell everybody, that whatever illnesses you have mentioned, so Meena has mentioned about water retention in the body. Huma has, sorry, my apologies. Humi has asked about keloids, dark entities, and Arjun has asked about dental complaints like mouth ulcers. So, right now, doctor, if you have to tell us about one flower, I think it's an obvious question. So, what are you going to tell all of us who are really worried or want to address these ailments, doctor?
Sure. So lotus is my favorite flower. Lotus, of course, in India, we have four different colors. It's called as Indian lotus or the sacred lotus. And the botanical name is Nelumbo nucifera. And lotus flower uh, grows in the mud, dirty, very dirty, thick mud, it grows. So it's amazing to see that that is the environment that it grows in, and out comes very beautiful flower. And early in the morning, I love to visit lotus ponds, and they are all closed just before the sunrise. And you just sit there, wait, and within seconds, when the morning sun rays touch them, they just open. And it's a beautiful sight. Within a minute, the entire pond is of open lotus flowers. And some could be white, some could be pink, deep red colors, and yellow also, very rare. Now, there are many kinds of lotuses, but this is the one that I'm talking about. It's called a sacred lotus. In the stalk is like this, straight. The leaves are also higher on the water, not like water lily, which are floating.
Mm-hmm.
Lotus is different. So don't confuse lotus with water lily. And finally, what lotus seeds are also there inside. There's a pod, and the seeds are released, and the seeds get drop back into the pond, and then they can again, grow into other lotus plants. So this is the flower that I'm talking about. There's some very interesting fact that is published on WebMD on internet that says that they found that lotus is decreasing swelling, killing the cancer cells and bacteria, reduces the blood sugar. It helps to break down the fat, protect the heart and blood vessels, and protect the skin, liver, and brain. So, I mean, whatever is known about lotus is already so fascinating. And this is actually lotus, the material, the actual flower used as a medicine. Now, how I have used lotus, or for everything that's written over here, I can give you a story. It's so good. So, for example, someone has chronic backache. I usually get lots of such patients. the whole back is aching, or middle back or lower back. And as they wake up in the morning, the whole body is paining. Very interesting. Take the Lotus Flower Remedy for 1 or 2 months continuously, and there's a very good possibility that within 3 to 4 weeks, the backache almost disappears. The reason, the reason for backache is your muscles very tight in the morning. And what's your muscles are for? Not just movement. They store your emotional memory. They respond to your emotions. If you are stressed out, just watch your posture. Subconsciously, you tighten your muscles. Muscles store also the memories. So when you give Lotus Flower Remedy in your dreams, there's a possibility a lot of these suppressed emotions get released. You get dream, you cry, everything is gone. You wake up in the morning lighter, less pain. And within few weeks, everything is gone. So chronic backache, I inspire people to try Lotus Flower Remedy. You have to take it orally, 3 drops, 3 times a day for a few weeks. If you have long-standing ailments, lots of ailments with constant weakness, and you're really exhausted, you've suffered, you're already on a lot of medication, that time Lotus comes up, as a great help, slowly helping you rejuvenate your system. You need to take it for long time to completely recover, but even in first week itself, you may start feeling better. For your digestive system, because our solar plexus is the Manipur chakra, is the sun chakra, and lotus is the sun loving flower. So lotus and the sun relationship is very strong. In the morning, it opens. In the night, it is closed. So same with our solar plexus, very strong connection. And any digestive issue, you can try. You may see some kind of detox that may happen. Initially, you may see your stool color is darker, and because all the detox toxins are going out of your system. And within few weeks, you will see a beautiful, nice, natural, deep yellow, oranges color. And you realize that the detox has completed. Skin issues. Skin is the largest detox organ, perspiration, So when your kidney cannot function and release the toxins, your skin takes over and starts releasing the toxins. The lotus is a great detox flower that helps this detox process. And you'll find your skin issues slowly going away. We don't apply anything local. We just want to take it orally and have complete internal cellular cleansing. Then injuries, healing injuries faster. The moment injury happens, it's beautiful that body also knows how to heal. And the body's own intelligence takes over and tries to heal. Lotus helps immediately in this intelligence to heal it faster. If it's 6 weeks fracture, let's do it in 3 weeks. I myself done it. I had a small fracture. In 3 weeks, the cast was out and I was walking back again. Very fast, within 3 weeks. Post-operative recovery, obviously, you have scar, you have weakness. This will also help a lot. Then anxiety, stress, depression, obsessive compulsive neurosis, brain fog, mental fatigue, mood-related disorders, because the vibrations or the energy of lotus is same as our crown chakra, Sahasrara chakra. And a lot of mental illnesses are supported. Gradually, they go away also completely when you take lotus flower, because it aligns all your chakras. The balancing and alignment of all the chakras. There are 7 major chakra. There are many minor chakra. There are also chakra above up to 14. So depending on which system you follow, the lotus has this most powerful capacity to first start aligning all your chakra. Once you align all your chakra, the energy flow is much easier. And detox happens, and mentally and emotionally you start grounding, you start getting clarity, and you can also meditate much better. As I said, quick and gentle physical and emotional detox as and whenever you need. Just take a drop, 3 drops right on your tongue, and within minutes you will find some negative thought will just quickly go away. If you are an acupuncturist or acupressurist, you can also apply lotus locally, one drop on those points. Body will quickly absorb the information and start working just like how you do acupuncture and acupressure. And also for newborn babies, I would love, because it's a shock. Suddenly you are out completely in a new environment. Although mother is right near, right next to you, you're still adjusting. A cord is cut, and new way of existing. Lotus flower remedy on the belly button or around the belly button, quickly, just few times, and the baby starts feeling more grounded. Animals respond very quickly. So sometimes bonding with the family, bonding between two animals, there is this jealousy, there is sometimes violence. All these situations also we use lotus flower. In case if you want to do pujas and prayers, or you want to clear up the energy of a space, if you want to a new home and you're staying over there, or you're in a hotel room and you want to clear up the negative energy there, you can just use lotus spray. Very easy. Within minutes, the space will become clear and it will have lotus energy in it. In my own clinic, like I have paints, all the walls are painted. And while the painting was going on, I made sure that I put different flower energies in different rooms according to what healing I wanted. Lotus is one of the most powerful flower on this planet. The reason it took birth, it is one of the first flower that took birth from the Vishnu's navel, and the Brahma, was born on the lotus leaf. And many of our deities also have lotus along with them. The reason, because that's the energy, the same energy as the deity is also with the flower. So it's very powerful, very spiritual, very deeply acting, and you can feel the energy of lotus when you visit a lotus pond. If you sit by the lotus pond, decide to meditate, you will feel the energy directly. You can also use it if there's a homeopathic treatment going on. While the patient is not improving, I always add lotus flower, and that it enhances the effect of other therapies also. So you can just add on so that now the prescribed remedies work even better. Then aromatherapy, massage, those who are naturopath, they have mud packs in the bath water. Everywhere lotus flower is definitely helping to clear up the energy and assisting in the process of healing. You also do Reiki healing or any distant healing. You can ask the patient to take lotus remedy every day while the healing is going on. This will enhance the effect of it. If you are a healer, or if you are a gifted person, you are a very sensitive person, you can sense energy, you are into vastu or reiki healing, or you sense the energy of the people or surroundings, you read thoughts, you have psychic abilities. Then if you want to develop or enhance these abilities, lotus is your friend. You regularly take lotus flower, it will stabilize your own energy field and help you learn these new sciences, this from intuitive level, also from the universal consciousness, tapping records from the Akashic field, wherever you want to, you can do this much better when you yourself take lotus flower remedy. Lots of healers suffer from burnout. That I have seen through the years. I have a very compassionate heart. I'm very kind. I want to heal everybody. So when I was a new healer, I really wanted to heal the whole world. And I would do, and I would do, and I would overdo. And I would forget about myself. And then there's a burnout. And often the people who need your energy are very sick. They really take a lot out of you. And because you are so kind, loving, compassionate, you will end up giving. There's a lot of transference of energy that happens. We call it as empathetic transference, and you may fall sick. So your first duty is to your own self. Healers, please heal thyself. You need to be in the best of the condition, then only you can heal. You can't live on credit cards. You need your own reserves. So I inspire healers to really do this every single day. To first replenish their own reserves, heal themselves, not take anything from their patients, and really stay very clear and focused. Belly button, because again, belly button is 72,000 different nadis from there. It's a very powerful point. When we apply lotus flower remedy just around the belly button, we call it as nabi. It balances your whole body. They call it as Pechuti balancer, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are people who actually do that. So this flower instantly wants to help you in a very balanced fashion. There are people who get constipation, diarrhea, backache, excessive menstrual bleeding, or acidity, vomiting, all just because this nabi has shifted because of some
Right.
activity. So we tell them to just apply around the belly button on a regular way. Instantly also it will work, and it also works those who have chronically out kind of nabi center. And I already mentioned meditation support, those who want to stay in touch with who they are. Then lotus, why? Because the life of a spiritual being is like that of lotus. Lotus grows in the mud, and yet it is untouched. It's extremely pure. It knows how to transform the mud into beautiful flower. Same way, the life of a spiritual being is like that of lotus, though in the world, in the Maya, and yet untouched by the Maya, remaining detached. Taught in Bhagavad Gita, the same thing. Practice detachment. And we keep asking how, how. You are the spirit here for a physical experience. You are not the physical body. You're just there for a temporary experience. So, in your spiritual journey, in you being in touch with who you are, Lotus helps you to be there, to remember, to be 24/7, that enlightenment kind of awareness starts expanding as you take it. It helps in your spiritual journey. And in general, enthusiasm, creativity in life, being very alive, celebrating and thriving. All this on the planet are growing and have never thought of making profit. Everything in nature never make profit. We are the only beings on this planet who think of making profit. They just give. They just be. And if we can learn to just be, it would be wonderful.
This is fascinating, Doctor. You have so lovingly, patiently, step by step taken us through all the possibilities of lotus flower. Like we started with chronic ailments, we reached clearing space, and then we ended with creativity. Did we miss out anything? I can't think of anything which lotus flower cannot help us with. Doctor, this is really fascinating. In fact, we've got a couple of questions. Parul has asked that will this also help mood disorder that kids aging around 7 years of age? They have sudden mood swings and they are really unable to balance it. So can this help them as well?
Yeah, Parul, wonderful question. Children are still gradually, understanding who they are and developing a personality. But they don't have yet processing ability to find out what's right and what's wrong. So they absorb a lot more from the environment. When children are brought as patients to me, quite a bit of my time goes in looking at parents and the environment. Who are the parents? What are they fed on? What are they listening? What parents are talking? What is the environment of the house? Often they reflect the environment. The parents are fighting. They have mood disorders. They are screaming, shouting. They are lying. Then children. Children are stubborn. He is not listening to me. The mother is dominating. The only way to survive for the child is to be stubborn. Survival. He just doesn't get up. He doesn't do this. He's a lazy boy. You use these words and he becomes that. He becomes that because you tell him. You are telling him too that you are a lazy. So I inspire people to pay attention that it's not just about the child. It's about, we are never alone. It's always we plus my dear ones and my environment. I'm sum total of everything. I'm not separate. I can never be. It's interconnectedness. So my approach, Lotus, would be wonderful to help the patient, the boy. However, if the whole family takes, it's even better. Sometimes I even inspire them to put it in their matka water, so the whole family takes it. And you see, within days, the calmness comes, interpersonal relationship improves. The boy is now listening because mother is also listening. It's that simple.
It is, Doctor. In fact, Jyotsna has asked a question related to what you just said. You said we can add this in our drinking water. So she has asked that can Lotus remedies be given to someone unknowingly, since patient, let's say they don't want to take anything, they may suffer from severe personality disorders, or generally some people may be resistant to these remedies. So can we give them unknowingly, and does it have a taste?
So, Shilpa, fantastic question. I think everyone is listening to every word and the mind is
Absolutely.
going, it looks like.
It
So, I
is.
have many such patients who are like wives of alcoholic addiction, drug addiction, very severely mentally ill patients. All these are not coming to me, right? Or they are not taking remedies. So, we just have a trick, put them in their drinking water, put the bottle in their room. They'll keep drinking it a few times a day, water from there, and really beautiful transformation happens as slowly the dose of alcohol, they'll tell us, is reducing, he's calm, he's much better, or he's given up. Very beautiful stories, or mental and emotional stability, focus. They are not ready to come to me, right? Sometimes we also do spray of the house, spray around in their rooms. Very violent child, they had to actually lock him up, and very, very difficult. And now, and also would get epileptic attacks, And now, after a year or so, hardly any epilepsy attacks, is absolutely not violent. And he has also started learning. So I have treated very extreme cases also where patients they do not know that the remedies are given to them. The remedies have no taste because they are made in water, so no one comes to know. Sometimes water is not possible, put it in their food. Just put it. Whatever they eat, put it in there, few drops. They'll have it.
Sounds good, Doctor. And Dr. Swati has asked that in
May-
Bach flowers,
I'm sorry, may I just say also add one more thing?
please, Doctor,
The thing
please.
is this, that there is no placebo effect and there is no healer influencing the patient. See here, the third party is giving the remedy and the remedy works. So this is a science. There's a predictable science here that this flower has this healing power. Whoever takes it gets it. Yeah, go on.
Thank you for confirming that, Doctor. Dr. Swati has asked that in Bach flowers, we have rescue remedy. And is this similar to that? So, Doctor, while you answer this, you can also tell us some differences between Bach flowers and Indian flowers or lotus flower remedies.
Wonderful. Lotus is, of course, the master healer. And the Bach flower remedies were discovered by Dr. Edward Bach in England in 1930s. Dr. Edward Bach was an allopathic doctor, later on learned homeopathy, and later on, he came up with his own bowel nozzles. And last 6 years of his life, he came up with the flower remedies. And there are 38 flower remedies. That's how I also started my journey. The flowers growing in the English countryside. And they are very powerful. They are used in more than 100 countries of the world. And so are all other flowers like California or South Africa or Australia or India. Everything is powerful, everything is helpful, and we are now global citizens. We eat New Zealand apples and maybe something else from California or avocado from some other country. We are now global citizens. We seem to be, if we are no more living in a tiny village where we didn't know where is America or where is Kuwait war happening. We know now everything. And now with the cell phone, we are global citizens. We are 24/7. We need, and any flower from any part of the world, we need it, we can take it. It's for everybody. They are equally powerful.
Absolutely. And Doctor, I'm listening to you, and I want to repeat that in Indian flower remedies that you pioneer, there is no harming or cutting of flowers. It is only the energy of the flowers. So
Yeah, and the
completely agree.
lotus flower is just one that I'm talking to you today about.
Mhm.
However, there is a rescue remedy in Bach flower, which is a combination of 5 flowers.
Yeah,
I have first aid remedy, similar from Indian flowers, with the similar effect. Lotus itself has lot more than just the rescue remedy, lot more. As you can see, I narrated, there is a point here right in the middle of the Sahasrara chakra. We call it as DU20 or Bahui point. We
hmm,
just 7 drops of lotus right here, and you just meditate for 10 minutes. You will see the difference. Lot more uses. So I'm not comparing rescue with the lotus. They all have different
yeah,
uses.
yeah. Beautiful, Doctor. Everything has its own place, and I want to tell everybody that Doctor's first aid gel is there in one of the packages coming up. Doctor, there is so much left. I'm still so excited about sharing so many things. I want to tell everybody what's coming up, and we have two very special guests who have joined us today, Lakshmi and Vaishnavi, and we are going to invite them to share their stories. Before that, everyone, today, Doctor is going to share with us the power of the lotus flower. Okay, we have heard of its properties. We know that they are actually remedies, but Doctor has a technology with which she can actually transfer the lotus energy into our water. We are actually going to experience this. I will not speak about this anymore. Doctor will explain us when we reach that point. But I do want to share that stay for that. Okay. Doctor tried this with me. She energized my water. Okay. And you're not supposed to gulp it down like 3 liters a day. No. You're just supposed to have like sips of it. And I had my first sip in the evening and I went off to sleep. And then I was waking up with stiffness for a lot of days. But the day I had doctor's energized water, the next day onwards, I have not been facing any stiffness in my body. And I had it just like thrice, 3 days. But the first day onwards, till date, and this was more than 20 days ago, I have had no stiffness coming back. And I had some more experiences, but I will share them some other time, maybe tomorrow. But thank you, doctor, for that. And I can't wait for all of us to experience this. I now want to invite Lakshmi first to share her experience. And then, everybody, stay tuned. We want to work with some of you about your health issues or your loved ones and what doctor can do with those because she has some fantastic consultation packages coming up which she has exclusively created for us and she doesn't offer it otherwise. So I'm going to invite Lakshmi and she's here. I have asked to unmute. Doctor, can you tell us a bit about Lakshmi
Oh,
before she
yeah,
shares her story?
Vaishnavi is also here. If you
Yes,
want,
she is. She is.
maybe you want to call Vaishnavi till Lakshmi, we can make.
Lakshmi is here, doctor.
Okay, Lakshmi. I haven't met Lakshmi actually physically, but she is our student for a flower remedy course, online course. And I've probably talked to Lakshmi a few times, just online consultation or something. I haven't seen her for a while, actually, long time. Lakshmi, maybe you can share. I've forgotten.
सबसे पहले, first of all, very, very good evening to everyone. My deepest gratitude to Dr. Rupa ma'am for inviting me and considering me worthy of sharing my experience on this platform. And thank you so much, Shilpa, for taking a feedback and making me more comfortable with sharing my experiences here with everyone here. It's an absolute honor, and I feel that it's a blessing that I have been given this opportunity today. So yes, I enrolled for Dr. Rupa's Flower Remedy course, the very basic one, last year, sometime in February last year, I remember. So at that particular point of time, I knew that I was already on a spiritual journey. So for me, there were certain underlying challenges which kept me from moving forward. So one of them was, constant anger. The emotions were too strong, and then there were certain inhibitions, like in terms of appearance. What would people think about me, because I have a receding hairline, like the alopecia of female pattern alopecia. So many other things that kept my confidence a bit limited. So when I had a consultation online with Dr. Rupa, this was last year sometime in about March, uh, she spoke to me for quite some time, and then the only thing that she suggested was start with Lotus Remedy. And that is probably the only thing I would suggest for you, knowing and understanding your background. And I would just say that it has been a blessing for me. It's been a year that I've been constantly taking this flower remedy, and most of the points that Dr. Rupa has mentioned there, I would have to share that with you all, my personal experiences. Today, like within two bottles, my anger was already down by 95%. But today, I really don't know what anger is. And nothing can, stop me from exploring myself, and nothing can come in between my emotions and trigger that anger within me. So it's a blessing, definitely. There is a stark, remarkable difference that I have seen in terms of my emotions. Today, I'm a more confident person. I can face the world with complete confidence. I've also grown to become a public speaker and a motivational speaker today on varied platforms, counseling and channeling others to lead a more successful, happy, positive outlook towards life. So definitely, Lotus, I think, works at the mind, body, soul level, as Doctor has already mentioned. The second most important thing which I would like to mention here is that it has brought a deeper insight. I'm getting intuitions on what I need to do further. It's like paving a path for me. I know with clarity that this is what I'm supposed to do. So there is absolutely no confusion. All confusion is lost, and I'm just getting a clear, मतलब जो बीच की अड़चने हैं वो अपने आप से clear हो रही हैं. No, they're getting automatically clear, and the path is just laid for me as if it is being carved specially for me. And I'm able to foresee things. And after, when I'm just so confident about it, I know that this will be done in a week, and it is done in a week. When I'm participating in a competition, I get this feeling that I am going to win the first prize.
Wow.
I am winning the first prize. It's miraculous, like you just think about it and things begin to happen. The third most important thing which I realize is that the minimalistic living, to the extent that right now I'm only connecting with nature. There was this time when I used to crave for foods, things to buy from shops. But in the last 1 year, I haven't shopped. And I have reduced my meals from 3 square meals a day to just one proper meal a day. That's all. And I'm living purely on sprouts, millets, complete sattvic food. Reduced my completely stopped sugars, reduced my quantity of salt by 1/4.
Wow.
And I do water fastings at least 6 times in a month. Complete detox program. So I think that Lotus has been instrumental in building this pathway for me in this spiritual journey. The next most important thing is that I'm always high on energy. There is a lot of creativity. I'm writing poems. I completed my first book in a span of flat 4 days. which is going to be released tomorrow because ours is the new year tomorrow. In flat 4 days, I was able to write one complete book, and the topic of the book is on self love.
Wow.
I realized that this self love could not have been discovered without Lotus Flower Remedy. So it has been extremely fulfilling to the extent that I have been able to help my entire family. Now, my entire family is on this path fold where everyone is getting out of addiction. They're improving their creativity levels. And I see a beautiful relationship and a bonding that's come into the family. The sharings, which are so enriching, the bonding in the relationship that has grown beautifully. We had a wonderful family earlier as well, but today the bonding is much deeper and stronger. Together as a family, we celebrate. And when we are busy in our own lives, we understand and give each other the desired space. And I think it has been only possible because of this Lotus Flower Remedy in my life, which has been introduced to me as a blessing from Dr. Roots. For that, I will always remain and extend my deepest heartfelt gratitude. I do deeper meditations. I don't know, it can just go on and on. It is an endless thing, but very, very fulfilling. Thank you so much. Thank you is not enough. Even gratitude will not be enough. If there is something deeper than that, that is what I wish to express. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Seen
Now,
you for a long time.
I'm sure, Doctor, you must be very happy with Lakshmi's progresses. Lakshmi has gone on mute. Lakshmi, thank you so much for joining and sharing detail from every aspect of your life. And congratulations on your book. And we wish you great success with it. This is really fantastic, Doctor. I mean, she did not miss out anything. What a fantastic story. And Doctor, I think this will be a great point to invite people. If any of you wants to experience what is Lakshmi talking about, what has Doctor been sharing with us till now, if anybody of you wants to share your health issue online and what does Doctor have to say about it, come online. We'll take you on as demo and till you type on the Telegram group if you are interested. I want to tell you all that we are live on YouTube. This is being live streamed there. We are going to share the call replay on our group and social media. So only if you're comfortable sharing your personal details, your health issues, and with anything that might come up, only if you're comfortable, then please come on. We would love for you to come on video, and any request to delete or hide or edit this part of the call, we will not be able to consider. All right. So Dr. Preeti had asked about a remedy for diabetes and she is willing to come online. And quite a few people have asked about diabetes actually, Doctor. So let us get Preeti online and see what she has to ask. Preeti,
Sure, sure.
you're on.
Yeah, I have been helping many diabetes patients, particularly type 2 diabetes, to reverse completely. So very successfully. One of my patients who has reversed more than maybe 13 years ago. He is still free of diabetes. He's above 70 now. So there is a system. There is a way of handling it. And not just diabetes, there is cholesterol, there is extra weight, heart disease, hypertension, PCOD. They are all in the line. I call them as metabolic syndrome X. And there are loads of products in the market to bring down the sugar. Sugar is an end result of a disease. And just bringing down the sugar is only like you are trying to block the leakage or something. We need to treat the whole disease. Mind, body, emotions, diet, and lifestyle. Disease has come for a reason. Right, Preeti?
Yes.
It has come at a time when you probably were caught somewhere.
Actually, that is very true, Dr. Rupa. In fact, I was to the diabetic specialist yesterday only. And even he was baffled because diet wise, I'm not able to eat. It's not that I don't want to eat. One, there's a little fear that if I eat any carb, my sugar is going to shoot up, and that will bring about the chain of events which are not so pleasant. So one is fear. Second is, so many fads: eat millet, stop roti, stop rice. So you're baffled actually what to do. I actually got diabetes diagnosis when I was under very dire circumstances, and the biggest shock of my life was that we shifted from Chennai to Delhi. That time it was diagnosed in 2004, and since then, me and my husband have not left any stone unturned to find it in homeopathy, in allopathy, yoga, walking, everything. And yesterday, even the doctor was a little baffled that, okay, you are walking, you are doing, I mean, whatever they tell, protein khao, ye karo, wo karo. I'm probably following them up to, not up to the T, but 75 to 80%, which should at least give me a controlled sugar with all the medicines they have given me. But the most fearful thing is now, so I got a urine infection, which was very bad 3 years ago. And again, why I visited the doctor was, again, I was having those symptoms. So that fear that it will turn into something very harmful, that prompted me there. But again, it's like unending cycle of the insulin and this thing. So, and the big my problem is also that I have numbness in the soles of the both feet. My legs feel, my legs feel very heavy, and soles are absolutely numb.
So right now I have a story of a patient who is in Delhi as well. He's in his 60s and he was taking insulin for maybe 10 years. 30 units of insulin was gone in just 2 months when we started the program proper for reversing diabetes. He has stopped all his medication. It has been probably around 14 months now. And for the first time, he's running and building up his muscles.
Wow, great.
So there is hope for everyone. Even 30 units of insulin we can reverse it completely. We can stop all the medication. There's a system. There's a diet, lifestyle, and remedies that we follow. In his case, right now we followed only diet and lifestyle, and he's done so well. Later on, if required, if we think emotional component is very strong and one needs to get a support from Flower Remedies, I do help them. There's another patient I have from Chennai. He's on his last 1 unit of insulin. 1 unit le raha hai khali. Subah 1 sham ko. Just like chhodna hai abhi.
Chhodna hai.
1 unit. And he's done so well. He was taking 20 units. I mean, few months, it's last 2 units now. And we are going to stop and then get him on. So there's a hope, there's a way. Today in this platform, I will not be able to tell more about it, but I have the stories.
Yeah,
so
I would like to have a consultation with you. I'm looking at the.
So I will go over your entire life, your schedule. It's not about just eating right. There are lots of people doing lots of exercise, eating right, these, that, yet, the sugar doesn't come down. Yeah. There are some more things to it also. We'll discuss about it. I have seen also in the COVID time, too many new diabetes patients. Either they got COVID and suddenly there was diabetes, or they took vaccines and post-vaccine suddenly diabetes was detected. It is on the rise at the moment, and it's a mystery. So we do help people detox properly and start reversing it systematically. At any age, you can do it. I had a patient at 82, she reversed her diabetes. So you can, any age.
Fantastic.
That's awesome. That's really awesome.
Yeah. Medicines give us a very false sense of security, but medicines doesn't like the neuropathy develops, kidney, eye, so many complications. I tell people it's a sweet killer, unfortunately.
It's an unending cycle of the medicines actually. आप डॉक्टर के पास जाते हो, वो कम नहीं करता है, वो हमेशा आपकी मेडिसिन बढ़ाता है. So that's like a vicious cycle.
Yeah. So it's not just only diabetes. We help with all these other lifestyle related diseases. And there's a process systematically, one step at a time. Every month, check. And things improve. Body heals, there is inner doctor. Very much we work with the inner doctor. All these remedies work with your inner doctor.
Yes.
So it's in the nature's law. The way it happens is completely in alignment, and then the healing happens beautifully.
I'm looking forward to consulting you, doctor.
Sure, sure. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Preeti, thank you for joining. And Preeti has laid a very good foundation for us, Doctor, to share with everybody the consultation packages. In fact, what Doctor does in a session, which she did with Preeti, is that she actually asks you about your story. She connects the emotional and the physical manifestation, and then she gives the recommendations. Of course, Preeti and all of us can start with Lotus Flower Remedies. Doctor says she will say that that is the first and foremost uh, flower she includes. She mentioned this earlier also. Doctor, I'm going to share my screen, and everybody, we want to do the lotus healing water. We also want to take at least one more person. We will try. But for now, let me share my screen, and Doctor, please take us through your superb offers.
So I have, I want you to experience the healing power of lotus flower. Absolutely. And so I designed some very interesting packages. Just first one is package A, which is going three different things. There's Lotus Remedy, which comes in a purple box like this. There's a bottle inside, and then you have a spray, Lotus spray, and then also there is a gel. So I have a Lotus gel like this. So this is a package 1, 3-in-1 combo. It's a little kit that you can keep at home and start taking the remedy. Anyone can take it. As I said, it's indicated for every member of your family. You can spray also and clean up the energy field, and lotus gel is very good for various local points on your body, chakra points or belly button or acupuncture points. So that's our package A. Package B is even further expanded, and those three products in package A are already there. I've added lotus oil, and I also got one first aid gel that's for any emergency like situation, any injury, bleeding, accident. Quickly just apply. Even in the kitchen, you burn your hand or something, just apply this gel. It quickly heals. The healing is very fast. Bleeding stops very quickly, or there's a shock or fear, then again you apply it here on the chakra points. Quickly, the body will absorb. Also on your palms, you can apply. Then I have lotus oil. Lotus oil you can use in massage or in the bath water, or there is pain or swelling or any itching on the skin. There are various indications. Just have to apply a little bit of it, not like massage or something, and you will immediately see your body will absorb the lotus information and start working on it. So I have like this, and then I have a beautiful lotus affirmation card. Every flower has a positive message, a thought, emotion. When you take it in about few weeks time, you actually feel that message, emotions and the thought. So for me, the lotus message is that of me being the spirit, the one who is never born and will never die. That is me, the real me. That is the message of lotus. So that's the affirmation. When you live with this awareness in this world that everything is temporary, these too shall pass, it's changing world. I'm the witness. I am pure, untouched by any of this. I may live in it, but I'm not that. Who I am the spirit. So that is the lotus message affirmation card with the flower for you to repeat, look, and know that you are the infinite being. You are the richest, the purest, indestructible. You are everything actually. So this is the message on the card. So that, and of course there'll be instruction manual how to use this. That will be also there. So that's my package B. Package C is what we call it as neo light therapy. So what happened during the
Doctor,
COVID time?
Doctor, I'm very, very sorry to interrupt you. We'll keep that for the last. We actually also want to show everybody what it is.
All
First,
right.
let's cover packages A and B. In fact, we have pictures, and even I have your beautiful products. I have tried them. I want to share with everybody. Let's take everybody through packages A and B and then move on to C. Okay,
Sure.
I
Okay.
want to tell everybody that all of Dr. Rupa Shah's products are simple and easy to use and are effective. They have no side effects, are safe to use for babies, the elderly, pets, and plants. All of them come with an instruction guide, and this all these were mentioned earlier. Again, we want to mention that they can be used with any treatment that you're ongoing following right now. So package A, as doctor mentioned, is three of her amazing items. It's the remedy, spray, and gel kit. Doctor, please, you can continue from here.
Yeah. So the Lotus Remedy is you can start taking once a day if you like, or even twice, thrice, depending on your inclination. And even if you have no illness or nothing, you just want to experience it, you can still start taking it. But it will slowly start, balancing you mentally, emotionally, and physically. And all these other indications, somebody is recovering from illness, like say flu or COVID, or if you want to just do a nice, simple, quick detox, then it is going to clean up your entire system of whatever toxins possible. You can add it in your bath water also. Then, like Lakshmi said about anger part, how if you emotionally want to release something and come to a state of balance, calmness, and centering, you can start using lotus flower. If you are also using crystal therapy or salt therapy, or even astrologically, if you're doing something, you can add lotus as an additional support. And everything else will be written in that instruction manual, so you can read it. You can also, if you buy the package B, then I can guide you even better with consultation about how to use it. The spray is used for cleaning up the energy field or aura, or any space where you feel there's negativity. Then if you are a healer, then you should use it before starting your healing session. Clear up the space. You can also help the patient clear up. You can spray it on the various chakra points on your patient. And after the healing is over, again you do it. And you can also do it on your own self, because you may otherwise pick up some energies. So before and after, before when you spray on yourself, you have a complete clarity about how to handle this patient. And post healing is over, you realign yourself again. And then if you have some religious rituals or ceremonies or meditation, you can spray around. Uh, the gel, as I mentioned, is for balancing the chakra, various chakra points. You want to energize them. You want to detox them. You want to just strengthen them, have a protection. Every chakra needs stability and protection. Belly button. Remember, I said you just apply at
Yeah,
belly button for balancing it. That's also another good practice. And if you know acupuncture or acupressure points, you can start, applying them over there also. So that's our package A, which is 3475. And it includes these three products and the instruction guide. This is for you like a first introduction to Lotus. Let me try. Let me see what it is all like. First time you want to experience. Then this is very good for you.
yeah. And usually this is not offered by Dr. Rupa Shah, but she has created these exclusive bundles for us. Usually, this would charge with each of the products USD 48 and rupees 3,475. But Dr. is giving this to us at a very special price on the Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies Healthier Bee Summit. Tell us the special price, Doctor.
So we'll do free shipping and there is discount as well. So that's a very, very good price. It's just 3075 and you get three products, instruction manual, no shipping charges. And the products
Absolutely.
will last you from 21 days to even longer, depending on you're using it once a day. It can be up to 2 or 3 months.
Right. And for locations who need shipping outside India,
Out, yeah. Outside India, the shipping cost will be extra. We'll have to work out as per the order. And yeah, inside India, we can do as per.
absolutely. So this is free shipping in India. Outside India, you can get in touch with Dr. Rupa Shah's team and they will help you out. And now comes the package B, which has 6 items plus so 15 minutes personal consultation, which Preeti was also asking about. Doctor, tell us about this.
So the Master Lotus kit has 6 items. I already showed them the
Hmm.
remedy, the spray, gel, oil, and there is a first aid gel as an extra bonus. And I would love to speak to you for 15 minutes if you decide to buy this particular package, because I will then be able to guide you exactly how to use also. And if you have any other issues you want to talk, discuss, we can do that in that 15 minutes as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Doctor,
So
you
I
already
mentioned
shared.
about, yeah,
Yeah,
we're short of time and I already explained all this
yeah.
before.
So this package has oil also for your skin related issues and to empower your massage oil. First aid gel, doctor already explained for emergency situations. And this can also be used if anybody has a panic attack or something like that. And this is how the affirmation card will look like. It is obviously a physical copy, but here this is just a glimpse of the front side and the back side. And of course, the highlight of this package is doctor's 15-minute consultation. She mentioned that she will give you additional tips, techniques, what you can do for your specific situation, and of course, how to exactly use the entire Lotus kit. So this also, doctor, you're giving at a very special price. So usually how much this would cost, doctor, and how much are you giving this to us for?
So whatever price you can see, 5025, that's the price. I mean, personal consultation and all the 6 products. Um,
Yeah, and in US dollars it will come to 64. But on the Mystic Lotus Healthier Bee Summit, doctor, the price is
it's just 3999. So I mean, and I am there for 15 minutes having
absolutely.
conversation with you. That's the
And this
best.
is US dollars 55. These are two fantastic packages. Again, for shipping locations outside India, there is shipping charges extra. So I want to repeat package A is 3 items, package B is 6 items plus 15 minutes consultation, and the difference is only 900 approximately rupees or that amount, 90 US dollars, I think. So, doctor, now is your package C, which does not include any item. This is a very unique package. Doctor, tell us about this package, and I will stop my screen share for you to explain to us this unique technology which you have come up with.
Sure. So it's called as neo light therapy. And as we learned over the years about this energy transfer from the flower to the water, we also learned about how energy can be transferred from A point to B point to C. So then during the COVID times, everything was under lockdown. We could not courier our remedies to our patients, and we were quite handicapped and feeling very bad that we cannot help. Nobody was allowed inside the ICU also. So at that time, my husband figured out some way of still making the remedies reach them. So he researched and he figured out, and he has this little laser light kind of available in the market quite cheaply. They are laser pointers. So he said, can I do something remotely for them? So we learned about how to transfer the energy of the flower into the laser. We call it as neolight. So for example, this one has lotus in it.
Mhm.
And what we used to do in the ICU, we tell patients to call us up, ask the nurse or somebody to hold a video call so that we can see the patient. And quite a few of them were also on ventilator and very grave situation. At that time, we decided to treat them directly on the screen of the cell phone only through the neo light, so that the remedy reaches remotely to that particular patient wherever he is located. And it did work. So we kept doing it. It was like enough patients in the morning. Again, they'll call up from all over the world, countries like, Africa, where, when will my remedy reach? So I said, let's do this. Let's not waste time. Let's do this quick session. So now with this, we are able to transfer the remedy, heal the patient directly. So we'll ask him to show the ear, show the palms, show various points on the body, show us the belly button, and we would point it on the screen with the neolight so that the energy transfer happens on that particular patient. And as an extension of that, if allowed, then a bottle of water is shown on the screen where we will again transfer the energy into that water through the neolight. And then they have to drink that water for next 7 days like a remedy. Morning, afternoon, evening, sometimes every 2 hours, sometimes every hour also, depending on how acute is the situation. So that is the history, how this came about last 3 years. As soon as the COVID thing happened, in few months, we figured out and we started doing it. Now I treat patients from many countries where my parcel will take very long to reach. But, someone is sick and needs attention immediately, then we do it like this. So I can also do Lotus Flower Remedy for the audience today if they have a water bottle ready. For
Absolutely,
them to
doctor.
experience.
Yes, we will experience that soon. Let us complete with package C.
All
You
right.
are actually offering this to everybody for their specific concerns. So,
So yeah, the package C is a neolight therapy, one session that is just like how I explained you online on a video call. Water bottle about 1 liter. It should be glass, otherwise plastic will do, but transparent is better so that we can transfer the healing remedies. Not necessarily lotus, but there are also personalized remedies for that particular patient. So first I do consultation. I understand the needs. I do a treatment session, which will take about 7, 8 minutes, and another 3 minutes, which will be transferring the remedy so that the patient can take it for a week and then report back after a week. And then we can continue doing that. Or my staff also helps to transfer the remedy.
hmm,
This is the package which is for this. I also have helped many patients. They were about to go to hospital, get admitted, and then before even the ambulance arrives, we just do this and let's see what happens. And then they start feeling better and haven't gone to the hospital, that kind of thing. So used in emergency situations where remedies cannot reach, we do it this way.
yeah,
And it works. We've done it on animals, pet animals also. Lots of them. Wonderful results. Diarrhea and pain in the stomach, and within a day, 24 hours, then they are okay. Lots of wonderful stories on COVID patients are out of the hospital 2 days, 3 days, they are back. Oxygen levels start improving. Lots of wonderful stories of this. So yeah, it's for them. And if you don't want to wait for the shipment to
hmm,
arrive, then this is the way.
yeah,
So I'll be there. First, I'll do consultation. Then I will do the therapy for you. And within minutes, you can feel the difference. For example, you have knee pain and I'll treat your knee pain. Within minutes, I make you walk. Why don't you just walk and see? And the pain is lost. Sometimes asthma patient, acute attack. Before even, something more can be done. Let's just try this. And then, they start feeling better, breathing better. So that's the therapy. And then we follow up with the remedy for a whole week. Continue and then we follow up. But I'm giving away at a very good price. It's just 4,500.
This is the usual price, US dollars
Usual price.
62. Right.
Yeah. But here again, like our favorite figure, 3999. Yeah, I want to promote this. I want more and more people to experience and just get going with it. Personal consultation, I will have a case paper, I'll have a profile. I can suggest you some more remedies to courier and take it later also. So
Absolutely.
all for you.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. Look at these three fantastic packages, everyone. Quick summary for you. Package A is three items. It does not have any consultation, but the products they come with instruction guide. This is for US dollars 43, rupees 3075. This is like an introductory Lotus kit for you, but only at rupees approximately 900 extra, or US dollars, it comes to I think $8 extra, you get three more additional items. So total of six items plus 15 minutes consultation with Dr. Shah. This only for rupees 3,999 and US dollars 55. And package C, of course, if you don't want product shipped, if you don't want to get into a routine of consuming these remedies, you want something instant over Zoom call, doctor has something for that. It is package C, also for rupees 3,999, US dollars 55. This includes immediate relief for you during the session, and of course, she will energize the water for 1 week. And after that, you can check with her about the next steps. Doctor, these are fantastic offers, and there are some questions that have come up. Jyoti has asked, Doctor, that what is the shelf life of these products?
So 1 year, up to 1 year is the shelf life because water-based products, no chemicals, no alcohol. We have no alcohol, no brandy in any of these products. There are no chemical preservatives. Except maybe gel may have tiny 1% of something like a stabilizer, and that's it. Everything else is natural. And so we just have only 1 year. Once you open the bottle, you should start using it as soon as possible.
And Dr. Sujaya has asked how many drops should we take?
So instruction manual says 3 drops 3 times a day of the remedy. That is the standard dose. Some patients, I say 6 times if the situation is acute. If it's just a maintenance dose like for healers or something, they just take 1 dose every day. So depending on the situation.
All right. Dr. Preeti has asked, what is suitable for me for numbness in soles? Package B or package C?
So she should do the C, package C.
Okay, great. Wonderful. All right. And I can see people are typing questions. Bring on those questions, everyone. We will take them on. Kruti has asked, what if we want package B and C? Kruti, go for it. Both of them are at a discounted price. Check out package B, check out package C, and you're all set. And everyone, I want to quickly show you the products. I have tried all of them, and the doctor, correct me if I'm wrong. The goal of all these products as a kit is that you use them for different situations, and if you feel like consuming the remedy in your water, you sip that all day. If you want to relax, you just massage your belly button and for balancing, or if you want, if there is an emergency, you have the first aid gel. So this is like a holistic kit for different reasons, and not just health, but we saw so many applications. This is the remedy bottle, and all of the products I want to show you quickly. This comes with a dropper, and doctor showed earlier. You can just simply put this in your mouth or in water or in food, and look at this. This doesn't come like, it doesn't fill a lot. So it's always a measured, you will not waste any of this product, is what I'm trying to say. And then this is the spray. Doctor mentioned that this can be used for space clearing and other aspects of this. And look at this. This is so clear. This is absolutely clear, and this has no fragrance. None of the products have any fragrance, and that is the hallmark of good products, that there are no artificial fragrances. And this is the oil bottle. The oil is slightly yellow in color, and again, I have used this. It is not sticky. It is very, very, you will not even come to know that it is oil. And then this is the first aid gel, and it has the base of aloe vera. And we all know how nice aloe vera is. And look at this, everyone. It's beautiful, transparent product. And I'm going to show this to you. It's not sticky because it has aloe vera. Look at this. Can you see this? It's very nice. It has no fragrance again. And this is of course for the first aid. And lotus gel is also similar. It's exactly like that, but this is only lotus gel. Some of them are in large bottles and some of them come with spray and the dropper. Doctor, these are some amazing products. And I shared earlier about the lotus water. I have consumed the lotus remedy and I have seen a difference in my energy and my efficiency at work. So thank you, doctor. I would love for as many people as possible to experience this. Some more questions are there, but doctor, before we take that up, let's give everybody the experience of healing our water today. Tell us what this is, doctor, and everybody, I hope you have your water bottles ready. Hopefully they are
Yes, everybody
transparent.
can show me on the screen and
Yes, doctor.
video will be allowed.
Yes. Please put on your videos, hold your bottles to the screen, and I'm going to go on gallery view. And doctor will actually go to each of your screens and she's going to energize your water bottle. So like me, just hold this
Yeah.
in front of the screen such that all your water is visible. Whenever you're ready, we will let you know. Let me just start the gallery view. And doctor, when you're done with as many people you can see on the screen, let me know and I will move my screen ahead. And doctor,
Sure.
lot of us are ready, and whenever you're ready, doctor,
Yeah, I'm ready and I'm already doing it
we
for
can go live.
everyone. I'm
Absolutely.
transferring the lotus.
Doctor, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, doctor. Should we first check, have some water and check its taste, and then you do this, and then shall we have some of it to see the
We have
difference?
time. Sure. Everyone
Let's
can take a
quickly,
sip.
everyone, have a sip of
Everyone take a
water.
sip and then I will do it.
Notice the taste now, and after doctor does this, notice the taste. Remember having this. Let us know on the group if you have any other uh, effects. Doctor, ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Doctor, let me know when I should move the screen.
Okay, it is done now. Everyone can taste again the water and see if there's a change in the taste or something.
Definitely let us know on the group, everybody. And also, we are going to meet Doctor tomorrow again at 6:30 p.m. India time. And trust me, everyone, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There are so many more things we can't wait to share about lotus flowers. Like, there are many more ways in which you can use lotus flower, and tomorrow again we will experience something different. Do join tomorrow as well. And Doctor, people have started typing in. Rupali has said yes, the taste has changed, and I can see people are still typing. Doctor, Sujaya has asked, can everybody at home drink this water?
Yes, it's for everyone. Everyone can drink this water.
So, doctor, let's say this is 1 liter water. So, should I consume this over the next 3 days or how?
7 days, and you just take one teaspoon is enough for per member.
Okay.
3 times a day.
All right, sounds good. 3 times a day for each family member, consume it within a week. Thank you, doctor, for this. And so, dear doctor just mentioned sip by sip. Nishi has said that yes, the water tastes sweeter, doctor. Thank you so much. And Rupali has asked a very interesting question. Can this be mixed with other water, doctor?
Yeah, so your drinking water at home, you add it every morning. Add it about, say, 100 ml of it, 100,
Yes.
150 ml in the household drinking water, and then everybody can drink it from home.
Right. So,
Get over in
Jyots-
7 days.
so Jyotsna, I hope that has answered you. And Margi also says tastes different, but nice and more flowery. And Arjun says the water tastes like divine ash or vibhuti mixed with water, and he says he's feeling blessed. And everybody, Doctor, I would like to read some more comments, and I want to share with everybody why did we do this process today? Because of course this is a part of one of the packages, package C, and of course that we know now the power of lotus energy. Just imagine if you actually have these products on a daily basis, or if you take consultation with doctor and she guides you with this, imagine what all this can do. And we heard Lakshmi speak about this. In fact, Meena has added, yes, the water tastes different. Audrey says the water tastes better. So this is fantastic, Doctor. Doctor, do we have time for Vaishnavi to have
Yes,
her on?
Vaishnavi. Yeah,
Okay,
just the last one.
excellent.
That's it. And then we can.
Sure. We can meet tomorrow. Before that, we want to speak with Vaishnavi. She also has very fantastic results. Hi, Vaishnavi. Thank you for joining us from the beginning till now. Please share with us your story.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. So, Lotus Flower Remedy was given to me in the initial stages of my cleansing process, which is around August 2021. That is when I've started Lotus Remedy. Immediately after taking it, I felt a shift in my emotional body, emotional state of mind. There's been a release of emotions, emotions that have been bottled up within me. They have been released so beautifully, so mildly, and so in a such a systematic way. That is how my emotional body was healed at first. I was more balanced. I was able to take better decisions. I had a sound mind, and I became a better balanced individual. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Very clearly, Vaishnavi.
Vaishnavi was very, very, very ill. Very ill. I mean, cannot imagine how ill she was and what journey she has covered in last 1.5 years. Tell more, Vaishnavi, tell more about it.
Yeah, that is at the emotional level, and it was beautiful. The transition was very. I didn't even feel that I was transitioning. There was no force. It's as if my body started acting that way. And physically, the changes that I saw were first my posture. My posture, there was a major correction in my posture. My shoulders, my back, my spine, my lower back. The posture was corrected entirely,
Wow.
helped in healing and detoxification of my liver. My liver was in a very bad shape. My digestion was affected. I was not able to eat properly, digest, sleep properly. It healed and detoxified my liver, my solar chakra area. That is one. And coming to my intestine, it helped me flush off all the toxins from small intestine, from large intestine. There's been a lot of toxin output from my intestines. And my lower intestine, and especially my pelvic area, was in a lot of stress because it has been infected so much. So Lotus released that stress after just 1 month of using it, just 1 month.
Wow.
It released the stress. And there's been a lot of physical changes also in my body. My height grew by 1 inch after the age of 25. It is just suppressed emotion that came out that resulted in a major physical change. That is something I also didn't expect. Yeah. My,
Amazing, Vaishnavi.
my emotions became better, my energy became better. The way I perceived myself became better. Yeah. So this is what Lotus has.
Yes. And her journey for healing continues. We have introduced other flower remedies also. And she's on her way. And next year, 100% well, right?
Yes.
That's our
Absolutely.
target. Yeah. From being very ill to literally rescued. She's at the peak of her youth, and yet she was so ill. And now she's completely recovering. So I use only one word: your life will blossom like the lotus flower.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thankful to the Almighty and thankful to Dr. Rupa ma'am for guiding me, for holding my hand and taking me through this journey. I'm really, really grateful.
Thank you, Vaishnavi. Thank you very
Vaishnavi,
much.
really. And I want to take a second and congratulate you and wish you well on behalf of the entire audience and the team. Kudos to you for going through your discomfort and then hanging on, trusting the process and healing yourself. Wish you so much of good wishes and prayers. Thank you so much for joining today, staying all this while and sharing your story with us. Doctor, we have reached the end of this call. Can I quickly ask you some rapid fire questions, Doctor?
Sure.
Okay, so there are some health issues which people have asked. So please tell us if Lotus remedies can help them. All right. So Anita has asked, can these work on addictions?
Very much. Very much.
Fantastic. Okay. And what about Money Mekala has asked, will it cure bacterial infection and autoimmune diseases?
It will be supportive. We need other stuff as well, other flower remedies. We need to strengthen the immune system. But Lotus will help to detox and at least set the ground.
Super. And final question for now, Dr. Jyoti has asked, can it cure knee arthritis and prevent knee replacement surgery?
Lotus itself will be a great support. But I have a very beautiful testimonial on YouTube channel, my own channel. Should I share? Is there a time to? So,
Doctor, we can share that on the group later on. I
okay.
know you have to
So,
leave.
so it's reverse complete arthritis completely with
Yeah.
some other remedies as well.
Everyone, there are so many stories, and doctor, there are actually some questions which we have not been able to take up. There are health issues which people have mentioned. So whenever you get the time, everybody, doctor will come on the group and she will respond. Doctor, two more questions for now, quickly. Can it help in memory loss, say a state like Alzheimer's?
So we can try. It may bring back memories. One of the flower is teakwood. Teakwood flower helps in old age memory loss. Alzheimer's, we also have other things to add on, but we already have a remedy there.
Hmm.
Students, of course, do extremely well on
All
memory.
right. Doctor, last question about the water. Can we keep this in the fridge till it gets completed?
No need to keep it in the refrigerator. You can keep it outside also. It's the living water with the lotus flower. It
Ah,
will remain up to 7 days.
beautiful. On
But
that,
if you want to keep, up to you, but there's no need.
okay, sounds good, doctor. And thank you so much for this beautiful call. We have so much more to share. We will meet everyone tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. India time. Doctor, before we leave, do you want to say bye to us in a special way with a final note?
Sure, sure. So, my journey, with these flowers of 37 years, there must be my destiny. And the flowers and the deities and this divine, plan has been revealed to me. And it's a very unique position that I'm also an allopathic doctor. I also treat diseases. And I also talk about the higher aspects of life. This is all amalgamation. This is the destiny of my life. So I want you to experience this master healer. During the COVID times, there was a story that in West Bengal, there were too many lotuses that bloomed. So I always say when a situation arises, look in nature which flowers are blooming. That's the nature's answer. So I want you all to keep your minds open, look around which flowers grow on your area, on the trees, start connecting to nature and feel one with it. We are nature. We are that, and we will be healed. Flowers are one of the most powerful way to heal our souls.
Ah, beautiful, Doctor. Thank you so much for all the love and all the Lotus information and everything that you did today, Doctor. See you everyone tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. India time. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Namaste. And the mystic lotus name is also mystic. Very mystical. It
Thank you, Doctor.
justifies. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you.
very much. Bye, everyone. Bye, Doctor.